From CN, our intention is to not build an intermodal terminal. That was back then. And they would like to develop this land as an industrial park that is rail served. Those were statements made to council back in 2008 from CN.
Residents gathered at the Milton Memorial Arena last night to learn how they would be impacted if CN builds its intermodal hub, and why the region filed a lawsuit against a railway giant.
Turnout was amazing. We actually expected about 160. We ended up with 400. That shows you the groundswell that was created. We actually had to move our location originally from where we wanted it to here to actually accommodate the extra overflow. So really good turnout, really happy with the citizens. It just shows how passionate Miltonians are.
Milton Councillors Duvall, Zeeshan Hamid, and Mike Cluett hosted the event. They listed all the problems a potential hub can create in that area.
My take is that people don't know enough about it. They don't understand that a federal jurisdiction and the Railway Act exempts them, and rightfully so, on rail. We're not arguing about rail. We're arguing about the non-rail aspects of the build, and that's key. So trucking, 1,600 trucks a day. Who's going to pay for the roads? Who's going to pay for the infrastructure of 1,000 acres? The employment land. That area was designated employment land. We should have had around 14,000 jobs in that area. We'd be lucky if we had 100. So it's really important to make sure that people are aware of what's coming, what we can do maybe to work with that company to make sure that those taxes are paid in the way of development charges, and move on from there.
Milton resident Gary Challenger moved from Toronto 12 years ago to escape the city noise and traffic. He was surprised to find out how CN's project could cost him financially.
I didn't know about the taxes that we be paying. That was at $153 million that would come out of us, the taxpayers' pocket. I didn't know that. If I had known that, I would never have come out this way. But I'm more worried about the conservation. I wanted to jog, I wanted to run, I wanted to enjoy the environment, I wanted to enjoy the trees, the fresh air.
Member of activist group Milton residents affected by intermodal lines, Rita Vogel-Post, encouraged the public to raise awareness and get involved in the fight instead of leaving it up to politicians.
The reason I said that, one, it's not a criticism that people aren't participating. People are participating, but it would be good to get more people participating and to continue with that momentum. It's really important for people to get involved at the panel review process and let them know their opposition to this project and their concerns. And the more that we can have our voices heard at that level, the more impact that we can have, and then it'll help with everything else.
Halton Regional Chair Gary Karr was also in attendance, speaking to residents one-on-one about the region's position heading into trial.
Obviously, what we're doing is we are working through the various ministries. We've been very clear to the province, and it will be through the Attorney General's office that we're expecting the province to step up and support us in our court challenge. And we're very hopeful that they will do that. And at a certain point in time, they will let us know the decision they have. The documents will be all filed, and it will be before the courts. And then we have very clearly said to the province of Ontario, you need to stand with us in our court challenge over the jurisdiction that you heard some of the issues here tonight.
Reporting from Milton for Halton News, I'm Hayden Orion.